All right, good morning, everyone. It is 10:48 in the morning, and today I get to do a $321 recap. Not a bad trading day. You can see here I've got one trade that went against me today, but the rest doing well. So let's go over it here. The starter here was a VVOS. So got into the office nice and early this morning and saw the headline on VVOS. I'm actually surprised that VVOS isn't doing better right now. It has, let's see, VVOS Therapeutics obtains FDA market clearance for mRNA device for sleep apnea. That's a big deal, you know. Let's see. The 501k market clearance allows for expanded insurance reimbursement coverage for the mRNA device, including Medicare, as well as for potential future government contracts and reimbursement from commercial payers that follow Medicare guidelines, according to VVOS. The company also said that the FDA has rejected its previously submitted additional 510k application for its DNA appliance for palatal expansion. It plans to appeal the FDA's decision or resubmit the 510k application in the succeeding weeks. VVOS shares surged to more than 55%. You know, I don't know. I mean, granted 501k market clearance to its modified mandibular repositioning nighttime appliance device for treating mild to moderate obstructive sleep apnea. So, that's the FDA market clearance. I mean, that's a big deal. I'm really surprised that it didn't go a lot higher. But so this morning, I bought this morning. I could see it was like going up against a resistance level right here, and this was at 7:46 in the morning. So I bought 500 shares here, and it popped up and went as high as $6.54. So then I hung on to it. I was just keeping an eye on it. I made sure that it didn't go against me. Which would have been a bummer for it to have gone up almost $500 on me, and then let it go before it turns red on me. But I let it go at about $6.30 a share roughly. And you can see this is where I bought it. This green line here is where I bought it this morning at $5.63 a share. And I sold it for, the 500 shares for $6.30 a share. Here on the third minute, you can see $6.54 was the pre-market high. And here in the first 3 minutes of trading, it just couldn't break above and hold $6.54. So I went ahead and I just took profits right here in this candle. And it was at $6.30 that I took profits. So I managed to get, well, actually, let's see here. Yeah, 60 cents. So actually, I let it go at $6.33. If that's, let's do the math here real quick. It was, I was in at 5.63, plus 60. Oops. Let's try that again. 5.63 plus .60. Oh, so let it go at 623. I didn't get filled quite as high as I would have liked to have gotten filled. Yeah, I got filled right at the bottom of that candle. Look at that. The low is 623. That was me. Oh well. So and then it made a third stab for 654, and it just got beat down. About, what is that, 10 minutes later? Let's see, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 minutes later, it made another stab for 654 again and just couldn't make it, and then took a tumble from 641 here to below 6. That's a gnarly, that's a rough. I'm glad I wasn't in it for that drop. That's pretty annoying. And then later on, it just decided to break 654. It went into a halt. I wasn't a part of it. I wasn't fast enough. I started paying attention to something else at the time. and I just wasn't fast enough to jump into it before it went into a halt here. It went as high as just over $7 there, but then fell right back down. This thing just can't seem to get any momentum going. Really, I'm glad I was here early enough to take advantage of a low price this morning there at 563. So, okay. It was a decent trade. 500 shares for 60 cents. That's $30 or $300. So, all right. So the next trade that I got into, let's see, was MXIM. And on MXIM here, you can see the first trade that I got into was for the break of the morning high here. And I got in a little bit higher. So the price is at 108.34, but I was in closer to 108.50. I think I was in at 108.51 actually. So let's see, the high of this candle was 108.60. So I got in pretty high on this thing, and it couldn't break through. It couldn't keep pushing higher. And so then I was like, all right, well, let's see if we can get another run here, but it wasn't going to do it. So I let it go right in here. I let it go. This green mark is where I bought, and this red mark is where I sold. And I lost about 50 cents or so, 69 cents per share, but only on 100 shares there. 69 cents on 100 shares. Well, that's kind of too bad, $69. It's not the direction I want to go, but it's, that loss is manageable, $69 loss, it's manageable. So I was like, okay. So I was just kind of sitting back, and I was watching everything that I had. I had orders in here to buy between 1501. So this Fibonacci is at 1510. Let's see. Yeah, here are the Fibonacci levels here. 1510 and 1471. And so I was like, all right, well, if it's gonna come down, I'm gonna buy between these two. I'm gonna put my orders in, to average in between these two Fibonacci levels right here, 1510 and 1471. And I actually only started at $15.01 and moved in every 5 cents down to $14.71 for 7 orders. And I didn't get filled, unfortunately. And you can see here now, actually, CIO has done a pretty good job. It came right down to this Fibonacci, down to the penny, almost down to the penny. Let's see, the Fibonacci is at $15.10, and the low here is at $15.08, and now it's made a run up. So I missed that trade. So I was waiting for this one to get filled, but just wouldn't come down and filming. And so then, at roughly the same time, MXIM was just headed down toward these Fibonacci levels. So I was like, okay, here's the first Fibonacci level, and here's the second Fibonacci level. And so I put an order in for 100 shares here at 105.51, and then another order in at 104.85 for 100 shares each time. So I got filled right here, and I got filled right here. It started to dip down a little bit further, but it came back up, and I sold right here in this candle right here. So let's see, what did I say again? 105.51. So that first 100 shares at 105.51, I managed to make 13 cents on. I made 77 cents on the 104.85 entry. So it made up a little bit more than I lost on the first trade on MXIM. So it put me back in the green on the name, and back over $300 for the day. So that's pretty much my day there. I missed an opportunity to trade the SPY, and that was pretty much right at the open. Yeah, this thing, the SPY, so this is actually it's on the screen. Let me pull it down. Sorry about that. Okay, so the VIX opened up below the gap this morning. So here's the 9:30 opening bell, and the VIX is below the gap. And that was just a buy signal for the SPY. And you can see here the opening price on the SPY. It opened up and it just took off. I guess I'm thinking 447.28 ought to be new all-time highs. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like we're back into new all-time high territory. And this is just another dip here. Here's a dip. Time to buy, time to buy, time to buy. So just looks like things are going to start taking off from here. I probably ought to figure out a good entry on some SPY contracts here. Let's see. So the VIX is starting to bottom out on the 1 minute, on the 10 minute. I don't know, this thing could just be falling down and that's it. That's all she wrote. Something's hitting the scanner here. Let's see what it is. Oh, CIO. How about that? CIO just hit the scanner a bunch of times. Let's take a look here. Yep, there it goes. Look at that. Things really taking off. The news on CIO is pretty good too, if I remember. Oh yeah, it sold off its life science portfolio for $576 million. Pretty good. Yeah. So CIO is definitely taking off there. Huh. All right. Well, all right. Looks like I missed it. So let's see. That's kind of all that's going on. Bitcoin's pulling back just a tad. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at tomorrow morning's strategy session. I am out.